Alright, right now what I'm planning to do is I want to clean the fuel injectors, and just want to show you a way that I found on YouTube and Google search how it can be done without actually taking off the injectors. To do that, first what you want to do is, this is 2007 S550. In the back you have a fuse box right here, and you see I already removed the relay, which goes right there. So once you take it off, you start the engine, and then once there is no more fuel to the engine, it will shut off. And what I'm about to do right now is I'm gonna disconnect this line right here. This supplies the fuel into these rails, which supply the fuel into the fuel injectors. All right, so we're gonna be using this Carb and choke parts cleaner. This is gonna be basically our fuel, plus it's hopefully gonna clean the injectors. I have made this little piece which we're gonna connect to this fuel intake that will go into the injectors. And then of course I'm gonna use the clamp, this clamp, to make a nice seal, because the pressure runs a little high. You want to make sure that it stays in. I think it should work. I mean, you could use whatever other, you can improvise, but I use this electrical tape. Hopefully it will work. I guess we'll find out. And this is very flammable, so when you do something like this, just for the safety, have the fire extinguisher close by. You might also want to wear eye protection or something like that. All right, let's see. All right, so here's my the thing. I will attach this to this can, and you might want to ask somebody to start the engine for you, and basically the engine is going to be running on this, the fuel, whatever you call this. All right, so that's done. I apologize, I couldn't show you the how the engine was running on the that Carb cleaner, because I had to use both of my hands, but it's done. Just like I said before, because it was spraying all over because of the pressure buildup. Just be careful not to point it to your face. I'm gonna disconnect this now, and what I'm gonna start doing next is I wanna do the compression test. I'm gonna show you how the compression test is done. All right, so first you wanna start by, this is cylinder number 8, and I have misfire in cylinder number 8, and also another code is multiple misfires. So now we clean the injectors, and I wanna also start with, I wanna do the compression test first on cylinder number 8, because this is my biggest problem. And so you unscrew the 2 bolts using this C30 socket, and then you just pull it out. I'm also gonna disconnect these connectors. Actually, you don't have to, you can just set it on the side like that. And now we're gonna remove the spark plug. So to remove the spark plug, I'm gonna be using socket number, the size is 16. Yeah, 16. Hold on. So it's nice in this case to have a socket with a magnet, so that when you remove the tool, the spark plug comes out. But mine is not. But I have this other thing that I got from Harbor Freights. Actually, also has the light on the end, so it's easy to retrieve some of those things. It has a magnet actually, so you see, this is how you can remove it. but I need both of my hands for this. So all right, so now to do the compression test. Obviously we need this compression test kit. I got this from Harbor Freights. It's about $30. It comes with a few different sizes, depends on what model you have, but looks like for S550 it's M12. So it basically, you have this, the tube, you connect this, the appropriate size for your car, and then this goes into where the spark plug was, side like that. Do not use any tools for this. You don't want to break any threads. It's a little hard to work with just one hand. All right, so it's in. We're gonna connect the gauge. All right, just like that. So now we can just make sure again that the fuel relay is out, so that you don't get any fuel in the system. And hopefully we're gonna be, for S550 I checked, it should be in PSI, it should be around 157. It's 10.7 to 1. So if you need to convert from that other measure, the 10.7 to 1, so 10.7 you multiply by the atmospheric pressure, which is 14 I believe 659 or something like that. So it comes out to be precisely 157.25. So hopefully we'll be there. Alright, so these are the spark plugs that I have removed. This one I have changed before, so this one, let's see, let's find the focus. Right there, it's pretty new. And these other ones are not so great. And of course I have new ones, so I'm going to be replacing all the spark plugs. Make sure that you follow the specs when you put these back in. It should be about 15 to 20, so I would go with probably 17 feet-pound of torque. Oh, look at this one, beautiful. So I picked up this little device from Harbor Freights. You can actually, it's an electronic device which you can choose. So I have 17 feet-pound of torque, so I'm gonna be using that, and it actually will signal, and the light right here is gonna also turn from green to red once you achieve your torque. All right, that's fine. So 17.6. All right, so all the coils, spark plugs, everything is back in place. So, as I said earlier, 157 is what I guess needs to be, and have the lowest is 120, the highest is 150. Not sure if it's the belt, I mean if it's the Something has to do with my cylinder number 8. But if you look at the difference between 8 and 7, it's actually not more than 15%. But of course 150 and 120 is a pretty big difference. One thing I forgot to mention also, when you do the compression test, if you have anything to hook up your battery to make sure that it doesn't lose its power, I used my this. I think I got it from Amazon, and so I was able to maintain the power in my battery. So injectors hopefully have been cleaned. The spark plugs, the coils have been changed. I also changed the seals here for the max airflow sensor. I was not able to take a video of that because I needed to work with use two of my hands, and I don't have anything to keep my phone pointing that direction. But it's not really hard. It's just when you remove this part, make sure to be careful. You have to push this one this way towards you, this one away from you, and there is this little metal piece over there in the back which also holds the whole thing in place. So just be gentle, because these plastics, you may break them. And this also, before you remove, you have to disconnect this connector. Alright, everything is back in place. Now we just need to replace the fuel relay. There's only one way that you can put it back in, so no worries. Okay. Alright, put the cover back. Now it's gonna be the moment of truth. I'm gonna try to start the car. Alright, the moment of truth. We're gonna be starting the car. Just don't start the car right away, because we have disabled the fuel pump before, so we need to make sure that there is fuel in line. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just... Okay. Let's do this again. Alright, I hear the fuel pump. I don't know why the clock is doing this right now. And let's do one more time. Try to start it now. I don't feel the difference just yet. Sure what's going on. Smoking a lot. I don't know if it's because I have cleaned the injectors or whatnot, but so far it seems like the problem has not been solved.